Hey everyone, welcome back to the AWESMR Pop channel. For a split second you thought this was just a regular watermelon, right? Well, at one point it was, but we decided to transform a regular watermelon into a Jello watermelon. Now, I'm sure you've seen similar recipes all over YouTube and Pinterest, but it looked really fun to make, so we wanted to give it a shot too. So, to make a Jello watermelon, you're going to need Jello. We'll be using strawberry and lemon, but feel free to use whatever flavor you like. You're also going to need a few packets of unflavored gelatin. To make the watermelon seeds, we'll use chocolate chips. And you're going to need a watermelon, obviously. So the amount of Jello and unflavored gelatin you'll need will depend on the size of your watermelon. The larger the melon, the more you'll need. Pretty simple. We have a small one here today, so we probably won't be using too much. Let's start by cutting this in half. I need to get a better knife. That way I can Fruit Ninja this thing and slice it in one go. Oh gosh, I sound really old mentioning Fruit Ninja. Remember that game? I used to be the master of Fruit Ninja. No need to fact check me though. It's not that important. Okay, let's move on from Fruit Ninja. Clearly I wasn't that good. Now let's use an ice cream scoop to get all the watermelon out. Remember, I know we're making delicious Jello watermelon, but this actual watermelon is really good too. So don't throw it away. I'm sure you're screaming at me, who would just throw this away? But trust me, I feel like some people would. Just eat the watermelon as you go, or save all the watermelon and make a watermelon juice later. That's really good too. Add a little bit of ice, add sugar, blend it up, and then top it off with some sparkling water. It's amazing, trust me. I won't make a video on that because it's gonna be too short, but just try it. Okay, so we carved all the flesh. Now we can begin making our Jello watermelon since we have the rinds. First, we need to figure out how much water each half holds. One half is larger than the other, so we can't fill each half with the same amount. So the smaller half holds 2 cups, and this one... this can hold a bit more water. There we go. So this one holds about 3 cups. Alright, now we have to bloom our unflavored gelatin in cold water. I'm going to add 2 packets into this bowl. There's no specific measurement for the cold water. Just make sure you have enough for the gelatin to bloom. Mix it up, and then we just let our gelatin sit for about 3 to 5 minutes. This technique allows the gelatin to absorb the liquid, and we won't get any lumps in our Jello watermelon. Science! While that blooms, let's prepare our strawberry Jello. I'm so glad we're mixing Jello with unflavored gelatin because Jello smells really good, and unflavored gelatin is stinky. Now I'm going to add 1.5 cups of boiling water. Our unflavored gelatin has completely bloomed, so let's add half of that into this bowl. Alright, now let's mix this up. That smells good. Give me Jello any day. Now this time I'll add 1.5 cups of cold water. Give it a mix. Alright, and we're done making this one. Now let's make the yellow Jello. Add 1 cup of hot water, so we're using a little less water for this one. Let's add the other half of the unflavored gelatin. Mix, mix, mix. This yellow one smells good too. Alright, add a cup of cold water. Cool, got both of our flavors ready. Now it's time to pour it into the rinds. Since we have more of the red Jello, we'll pour it into the larger half. I'm not gonna pour too much, and I'll explain why in a bit. Now let's add a little bit of the yellow Jello into this half. Alright, we're gonna throw these in the fridge, and we'll be right back after these messages. Just kidding, but it would have been funny if an ad did show right after that. Did it? I'm not even sure. Anyway, so the reason why I cooled a little bit of the Jello first, well, we need to add the watermelon seeds, aka the chocolate chips. If we did this before, the seeds would just fall to the bottom and it wouldn't look as nice. Give me a second while I place the watermelon seeds on our yellow Jello. Now we can pour this up some more. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Add the watermelon seeds on our red Jello now. Surprisingly, this part actually takes the longest. I'm actually sticking the chocolate chips inside the Jello. That way they don't move when I pour the Jello on top. Pour in some more red Jello. Now let's put this back in the fridge. I skipped that part for y'all. Our Jello is nice and bouncy, so let's add more watermelon seeds. Do 1 final pour. Perfect. And let's do the same for this. Now let's add more Jello. Excellent. So our watermelon has been in the fridge for about a day, but Jello gets firm after 4 to 5 hours, so you can take it out sooner if you're in a rush. But check this out, our Jello watermelon looks amazing. I can't wait to slice this up. It's Fruit Ninja Part 2. Okay, so before I cut these into traditional looking wedges, I'm gonna slice it like this first. Okay, but for real, I need to make a mental note and buy a new knife or sharpen this thing. It should not be this difficult. There we go. Actually, I need to cut this side too. Now it's ready. This looks really cool. Alright, watch this. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna punch this Jello out. Oh, alright. I gotta work on my punch. Yeah! I showed that Jello what's up. Okay, the Jello did nothing wrong and did not deserve a beating. I'm sorry. Now let's cut these into normal looking wedges. Honestly, I'm slightly disappointed because I could have gotten a much cleaner looking cut. I didn't realize my knife would cause so many problems. So for those who are watching, I'm sorry if you think this looks a little messy. I'll try to clean it up as much as possible. But hey, every day we learn and we get better from it, right? But honestly, still looks pretty cool. Now let's work on the yellow one. Ta-da! Cut this into a nice little wedge. There we go. Here's a closer look. Okay, I'm going to try cutting it like this. I think it'll be easier. Oh yeah, this is much better. Although, it doesn't look as cool, but definitely a cleaner cut. Yeah, these are cute, but I think the other way is better. Okay, now it's time for the taste test. No surprise here, it's strawberry Jello with chocolate chips, but I'm not complaining. This is really good. Let me try this lemon one. That's pretty good too. Lemon and chocolate, I dig. To be honest, this isn't some mind-blowing recipe, but it's pretty addicting. Once you take a bite, you can't stop. My hands keep going for more, and more, and more. Yes, I am eating all of this right now. Just kidding, I had some help, but we all loved it, and you should definitely give this a try. AWESMR Pop fans, thank you so much for watching. We can't do this without you. If you're new to the channel and became a fan, click that subscribe button for more awesome stuff. And if you want to be the first person to watch our next video, hit that notification bell to have a chance. See ya!